Can you hear me, Judge? I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Okay.
Is that good?
Ready when you are.
I would say the main problem is that the parties do not always check out their connections before the proceeding begins.
Making sure your lighting is good. Sometimes we have lawyers that look like you're in a witness protection program where we just hear the voice coming out of the darkness.
If your client has limited English proficiency, make sure that the interpreter is available and on the line.
Check to see the protocols in the court that you're operating in, because many courts have different protocols on how to handle evidence.
Lawyers should still handle the video conferencing hearing just as though they were in person in front of that judge.
We've had hearings where lawyers are in bed and not appropriately dressed.
One time, one counsel did a little cursing and we just gently reminded them that their mic is still on and you get the awkward, I'm sorry, Judge, what was your question about this case?
If a lawyer, for example, starts cracking a joke, I remind him that comedy is the prerogative of the federal bench.
And I got a great courtroom. It's got a big old seal. It's got flags flanking me, and I'm elevated, and I've got this robe on. It imparts the importance of a formal, solemn proceeding. Well, if you're in your home in your black leggings and your purple fuzzy socks, you lose that feel.
When you're virtual, I do think attorneys might have a tendency to interrupt the judge or talk over a judge more so than they naturally would. So you definitely have to watch out for that.
A lawyer wants to convey his passion for justice in the defense of his particular point. He can still do it on video, but it has to be done much more subtly.
There really is such a thing as Zoom fatigue. So crisp your arguments. Make your big points first.
Figure out, are you going to stand, or are you going to sit, and make sure that by the time you're ready for the argument, you're not thinking about anything else but what you're going to say.
When you are doing a hearing, just make sure you lock your door, because you never know if your significant other, your kid, or a pet will come in and steal the show.
Why apologize for my cat's tail?
Sometimes you'll hear young children crying, or you'll hear dogs barking.
Maple!
I don't want to meet your puppy. I don't want to hear your puppy.
Make sure the background is a respectful background and not inappropriate books or inappropriate posters.
You have to be careful with the virtual backgrounds. One of our judges gave a budget presentation last week, and he literally evaporated in the middle of his presentation. We just no longer saw him.
Once the pandemic ends, the new normal is going to involve more video conferencing technology.
The biggest pet peeve for me at this point is people saying that they're not good at technology and that being an excuse for them not to learn or anything like that. Lawyers especially need to invest the time in learning how Zoom hearings work and making sure that that's just part of their practice and part of being a professional.